First of all, I blamed my epilepsy and the medication that I was on, and then I blamed my cerebral palsy. This is my fault because of all of these things that I have wrong with me. I've passed this on to my child.
So everybody, this is Sarah. This is Sam's mum. What we're going to talk about is autism and how Sarah came to figure out that not one but two of her children have autism and their journey. Thank you.
My name is Sam Glover and I'm Keeling's friend. That's you. And I would like to raise awareness for all the children with superpowers. My brother Jake and I have super autism powers. Keeling has cerebral palsy superpowers. We're all different and special. Thanks for watching.
So, Sarah, how do you feel about autism before you realised before Sam was diagnosed with autism?
I genuinely didn't know anything about it at all. I was 23 when I had Sam, and I have two younger brothers, obviously you know that, and I just kind of, when Sam got to about 1.5, I just noticed he wasn't doing the same things that Rory and Tommy were doing, and the day that I realised that he had autism was before his diagnosis, and it was New Year's Eve, and our surgery at the time was closed half day, and Sam was sick and I was working all day in our surgery now, and I asked one of the doctors if they wouldn't mind seeing him because he had a really bad chest infection, and we were in the doctor's room. Sam was doing all this at the fan, and he said to me, "Does Sam have autism?" And I said, "No," and he said to me, "Sarah, I'm telling you, Sam has autism." Yeah, so I googled it, which is the worst thing that anybody can do. It broke my heart, but I mean, he's completely different to, like, you know, 4 or 5. The way that he spoke there, it's just, he wouldn't have been able to do that even last year, you know. He's just sorry, I'm going to get even emotional about it. Oh God, sorry.
That's how we felt whenever you're pregnant and you're having this perfect baby and you don't see anything else going on in the world. And then obviously ours was a lot more noticeable
yes,
than
course,
yourself.
Of course, yeah.
But then you just go, it sort of takes you back.
Yeah.
Sorry, what did you just say?
Yeah.
And you couldn't go on the defence. I know I did. I was like on the fence about it. I'm sorry. What do you mean by that?
Yeah.
And it's not that you're in denial about it, and it's not that it's just because people are unaware.
Yeah. There's not enough awareness out there, but I just remember when he got his diagnosis, I was diagnosed with epilepsy when I was 16 weeks pregnant with Sam. So my medication was chopped and changed until I got my seizures under control. And I remember thinking, that's why that child has autism. Yeah. So then, when I fell pregnant with Jake, I stopped all medication for the first 12 weeks of my pregnancy with him. Nope, not taking anything. Sam didn't have, he had the first MMR, I didn't have the second MMR because I didn't know which was to blame. Obviously, you heard of all that hype. So then when I was pregnant with Jake, stopped all medication, he didn't have the MMR. Then when he was 3, he got the same diagnosis as Sam. So I thought, well, it obviously wasn't the epilepsy medication or the MMR.
Yeah, and for anybody that doesn't know anything about autism, what is autism?
I don't really know how to do. There's so many traits of autism. No two people or children with autism are the same. I can tell you that firsthand. Jake and Sam, even now, are completely different. And I took Jake's diagnosis a lot harder than I took Sam's, if I'm being completely honest.
Okay.
That really, really broke my heart when he was diagnosed, because when he was a baby, he loved to be around people and he loved attention and he loved praise. Complete opposite to Sam. Sam couldn't be in a room with one person that he didn't know, wouldn't look at you, just couldn't.
There's
Jake
social autism.
Yeah.
And there's texture, smell and senses autism.
Jake was the complete opposite. So when he got to about 2.5, I thought, right, okay, he has the social skills down to a T. He would look straight at you when you walked into a room, he would wave at you, but he wasn't speaking. Jake didn't walk till he was almost 20 months. You know, he was really delayed in every aspect, you know, and he went to the child development clinic for all of that, and one of the consultants mentioned autism to me, and I said, well, yeah, Sam has autism, but I don't think Jake does. But because of the history, they sent him for tests and consultation or whatever it was, and he was given the same diagnosis. And because I really wasn't expecting it, it broke. It really broke my heart. Not that Sam's diagnosis didn't break my heart.
It's just because you thought, right, okay, it's probably the mental like you thought you were dealing with a whole different
Yeah,
ballgame.
yeah.
Yeah. But what a lot of people don't realise is that autism can't be caused by an injection or
No,
medication.
I know that now.
It's
you know,
a neurological
Yeah,
based
of course,
condition,
yeah.
like Kaylin,
Yeah.
like yourself.
Yeah.
It's all neuro, and there's nothing that can be done to prevent it.
No.
Unfortunately, it's
just one of them things.
if you were giving advice to any parents that even think that their child has got any sort of spectrum disorder, how would you approach speaking to them, and how would you think it would be good for them to go ahead and get advice?
I don't really know how to advise. I suppose every parent's different. Everybody has their own type of parenting style and whatever that they do, but ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask for help, and nobody else is going to fight for your child, only the parents. And I, like yourself, I'm sure, I have found that out. I have done nothing but fight for my boys since they were born, obviously, but more so since they were given their diagnoses. If anybody has any worries at all or any concerns about their children, please don't be into it. It's the worst thing that you could do for a parent to be in denial. It's easier for me to say that, but the longer that a parent is in denial about a children with any kind of problems, the harder it'll be on the child, in my opinion.